This is Talk with Audrey. Welcome back. The pandemic presented a curveball for many of us, but there's a new Edward Jones survey that reveals that 81% of Americans feel in control of their financial standing. But when it comes to financial resiliency, the ability to withstand or quickly recover from difficult financial conditions, less than half of the respondents were confident in their current abilities. Joining me now, Edward Jones principal Vanessa Okwuraiwe. And she has her financial strategies to help families looking to boost their financial stability and resiliency this year. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Audrey.
So let's talk about the survey. What did it reveal about financial preparedness?
Yes, and as you said, Audrey, this pandemic has really tested people's financial resilience. We found in the survey that only 44% of adults felt in complete control of their finances. We also found that having a financial strategy along with access to funds and financial tools is very helpful in ensuring financial resilience and stability. And then the third thing I would point out here is that people are having more frequent conversations about unexpected expenses and really making sure that they plan accordingly.
Well, during the pandemic, a lot of people had the financial rug just pulled right out from under them. Do you think that contributed to the urgency in terms of people wanting to be better at handling their financial affairs?
Yes, yes, indeed, Audrey. That shift, I think people have really been made to shift how they prioritize different things. We found that more people are prioritizing and saving towards education, the birth of a child. People are postponing some of these major life events because of the pandemic. And as you said, that mental shift is happening because purchasing a house has been put on hold for about 12% of people. Another 10% have decided not to change careers. So we're seeing these things taking place, and people are repurposing those funds that they're saving for these unexpected expenses. And what we're finding is that more than half of adults are saving more towards emergency funds, because we know that that's the first access point when it comes to hardship. So again, lots of interesting shifts happening because of this pandemic.
What strategies can people do to increase their financial resilience and stability?
Well, since most Americans feel more resilient and more financially stable when they have a financial strategy, that's a good place to start. Having a financial strategy, determining what's most important to you, whether it's saving for retirement or saving for that dream holiday. Let's start with having a financial strategy. The other piece of that is really investing in financial education. We know that that's a valuable tool for driving financial stability. It strengthens individuals, it strengthens communities. And then the third piece of that is having a trusted guide, a financial advisor who would really help you stick to those good financial habits. So those are some good financial strategies to start with.
And so for someone who's a novice at this, is there someplace online that they can go to get started?
Yes, indeed, Audrey. We found that there's such an opportunity to really help Americans with these investing tips. And so Financial Fitness is a program that Edward Jones has developed. And so if you go onto edwardjones.com/financial fitness, lots of great tips to help people to start investing, continue investing, prepare for their savings and education plans, whatever that is. We've got some help over there, because we're finding that there's this growing financial literacy crisis, especially amongst young adults, where they don't have those basic tools to manage and improve their financial well-being. So Financial Fitness at Edward Jones is a really good place to start.
Wonderful. And if you're a first-time investor, Vanessa, what should you keep in mind?
I'll keep in mind that there's a lot of financial noise out there, Audrey, and not all recommendations are aligned to people's individual personal financial goals. So having a financial strategy as a first-time investor, if you're doing this for the first time, start there. Start with financial education, go onto our website at edwardjones.com/financial fitness. And of course, have a financial guide that will help you along the way. Those are some tips for our first-time investors.
Indeed. So, Vanessa, I think that also some first-time investors might expect faster returns. Can you just speak a little to the importance of being in the game and staying in the game for a long time? Because as you know, these investments don't happen and they don't mature overnight. It pays to be patient and determined, right?
Indeed, Audrey, it's not about timing the market. We say it's about time in the market. And so first of all, understanding what's most important to you. I think that's always the place to start. We read a lot of information about the markets and stocks, but it also has to start with what's important to the individual. And then understanding, well, do you need 5 years, 10 years in order to achieve those financial goals? So having that financial strategy in place is really the beginning of the journey towards saving for your goals. Because Audrey, you're right. Rome wasn't built in a day. You need time in the market to develop that financial muscle and to really help you develop your portfolio to achieve those financial goals.
Well, the financial education piece is really important. Where can people go one more time, if you would please, for information about the Edward Jones Financial Fitness Program?
edwardjones.com/financial fitness. Again, lots of tips there about investing and planning for those short, medium, and long-term goals, whether it's education, retirement. Pop over to our website and lots of information to help the individual investor.
Wonderful. My guest has been Edward Jones Principal Vanessa Okwuraiwe. We've been talking about ways to improve your financial stability and resiliency. Thanks so much for joining me, Vanessa.
Thank you, Audrey.
And I'll be right back.